Hello and welcome back to the official channel of Hope House. I'm Chris and I'm going to be your host, and you might be asking yourself, why are we recording from a car today? Well, I figured let's record from a car because so often this is where reality sets in for the first time you do counseling, right? You either stand outside within view of the counseling center, or you sit there in your car just petrified to actually get out and go in. So that's what the topic is going to be about today. Your first session, because we so often sit and deal with the fear of the unknown, right? And that's such a normal thing. It's honestly, it is completely normal. It is understandable if you are scared or unsure, because one of the normal human behaviors is rather the devil you know than the devil you don't. Okay? So, what to expect from your first session, right? I've recorded what it looks like, as obviously you've seen from the intro. Walking into Hope House, you see reception, go to the reception area, all's good, right? The first thing you should expect when walking into a counseling space is to just be greeted warmly by reception. But we know how daunting this is. So expect to be greeted warmly by reception, right? Next, when you sit with your counselor, just understand that counselors are very empathetic people. We want to help. We want to know what you're going through. We just want everyone to have that someone that they can talk to. So, because of this, the first session is called intake session. Let's actually just clarify that. So what does this mean? I want information about where you come from, what you're struggling with, who your friends are, who your social support are. So I don't just want to know what you're telling me. I want to know you as an individual, because I need to see where do I fit in and where can I help? Because sometimes we see this thing as the problem, but in reality, this is actually where that's stemming from. So there are going to be questions. There are probably going to be a lot of questions. But don't feel obligated to answer each and every one. If there's a question that you are not comfortable with, by all means, don't answer it. You can just say that either next time or I'm not comfortable really answering that. That's okay. Usually, when the session starts, often what you'll see the counselor will often explain confidentiality and what that means, right? I'm going to make a whole separate video of what confidentiality is, what it means, and kind of just so that there's a lot of ethical things around that as well. But just know that your counselor is obligated to keep whatever you tell them private, unless under 3 specific conditions. Well, 4. So if you are a threat to yourself, threat to someone else is hurting you, or if law mandates the counselor to release their notes. So what can you expect other than just the confidentiality talk? The counselor wants you to understand. Sometimes they'll actually share their approach with you. Be like, okay, well, I believe this, this, and this, or I follow this idea or this approach, right? And there are many different approaches. So you can also feel kind of comforted for if this counselor doesn't work for you, you can look for other counseling. So the next important thing is to just understand this is your space. You share what you want to share, and you can share as much or as little as you want. A very important thing is the counselor is not the expert. So many people come to the counselor expecting us to have all the answers, and we don't. Just quite frankly, we don't. Because we're not the expert on your life. You are. And this is a collaborative process, right? So we are the travelers along with you on this journey to where it is you want to go. And our journey is not connected from start to finish. because where it is you want to go is specific to you. We are that traveler that you kind of meet for a short period, but who just gets you in the sense and wants you to succeed. So don't expect us to be telling you what to do and how to do it. We'll often try and just change perspectives or give you some skills that you can use. But the first session, more often than not, quite the amount of things actually accomplished in the first session is not as much as people think. It's actually just a meet and greet, if anything. So you can kind of see and you can ask questions, or you're worried about this and this, and often just telling people that you're struggling with this or that is a fantastic thing. It's just unweights everything that you're struggling with, and it makes things seem okay. So that's what you can expect. There's a lot of hardship in the world, and people who are going through just horrendous things. So asking for help, regardless of what it is you're going through, is the bravest thing you can do. So going from the car through the door takes 15 seconds of bravery. That's it. It literally just takes 15 seconds. Reaching out and actually saying, like, listen, I need counseling, I need help. That's the hardest part, and that's done. You've already done that. And if you haven't done that yet, maybe it's time. That decision is yours, but just know it doesn't matter how much of a storm you're in, right? It doesn't matter whether you are floating in stormy seas or whether you are lounging at the beach. There will always be people who are there, who are willing to help steady the boat, who are willing to put a hand out to help you. There are always people who want you to succeed, even if they might not know you personally. So be kind to yourself. Be proud of yourself for actually making the commitment to getting help. And just stay connected. We often think that loved ones can't deal with our stress. We don't want to add to their stress. And we understand. But that connection between individuals is what counseling is about. It's not about being pushed into a corner and prodded with a stick. It is about having someone who's willing to listen to you and willing to understand your perspective on things. That's what we do. So that is bringing us to the end of our video. If you like what it is that we do at Hope House and you want to kind of assist, please, by all means, visit www.hopehouse.org.za. If you want to donate, that is phenomenal and that is fantastic, and that helps us just reach so many more people that actually need mental health care services and who might not have the funds to do so. If there is any topics that you wish for us to delve into, or you kind of want to expand your own knowledge on, by all means, drop a like, drop it in the comments, subscribe, so that we can just spread this message to anyone who might need it. So until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and more importantly, be kind to yourself.